Next chapter, customer service. And customer service is something that you want to pride yourself in. A lot of people don't get enough customer service from their buyers and sellers. So you want to make sure that you stand out way more than your competition. Some things that I have that I've done and that are great for customer service is when somebody is moving in a buyer, we have frequently called numbers. It gives them the number to the phone company, to the electric company, to the water company. It gives them a number to the cable companies, and just an easy reference where they can just go ahead and turn on their utilities, get things ordered. I would give them this number thing, probably either email it to them in the middle of the deal or give it to them once they've signed the contract. These are numbers, but sometimes they'll lose it, so maybe a week before. I also have a seller's checklist, so they can kind of go through like what's going on and things that they need to do and make sure that the deal is going smoothly with you, as well as you could look at the seller's checklist and kind of go through it. And then we have a buyer's checklist. So all the things that the buyers need to do and all the things that they need to arrange and get done when they're making a move. People don't do this every day, so you want to give them and keep adding to this. Like I said before, come up with a buyer book, come up with a seller book with all kinds of information to help them in this move. Because moving isn't easy. I've moved several times in the past few years, just flipping properties and moving into them and staying and it's been a great experience because I kind of been able to live through what clients live through, and it's extremely hard. And the moving day, it's frustrating. I've been very blessed where I've had a month to move, and it's still hard. And I'm very organized. Have them start packing right away. When they're at their house, tell them to start taking all the personal things they don't use every day and put them in boxes. Pack 5 to 10 boxes a day. It'll really help you when you come down to it. Plus, it's getting them in the moving mood. So, if it's going to be hard if they have tons of boxes packed to change their mind about selling. So you want to get them in the moving mood. Also, this is a hurricane map. What happens is in Florida, when we come into hurricane season, if we have storms that are in the box, which I have a picture of the box here in Florida, that means you can't get insurance. So if you have a storm warning coming and it could be affecting our area, you want to make sure they get their homeowner's insurance or if your closing can be delayed. Then if we have hurricane damage, it could be delayed more. So if you want to close when a storm is in the box or in the area around Florida, you want to make sure that you're watching this carefully. And so once anything gets in here, you can't get insurance anymore. So you want to make sure that if you have a storm within a week, that you're getting your homeowners within a week. In here also, there's an example of a home inspection report and all the different areas that it covers. It gives them an idea on prices. They don't need to call this company. We have multiple companies, but it just shows them all the things that they're going to check when it comes to an inspection. And you can give this to the buyers and the sellers and have it in their box, have it in their notebook, that these are the things that that the buyer will be able to go through. So if there's little things on this list as a seller you want to take care of to ensure that the buyer feels comfortable, you might want to go ahead and just take a look and see, and kind of anticipate if there's going to be any problems. So those are really great things. So that's basically it here. I also have stuff in further that have more just information and things to help them with customer service. Now, another thing with our customer service with listings, we talked about it prior, is our show sheets. So when the property is being shown, you're going to have them call our front desk, or you can handle it yourself. But I as an agent would always have them call the front desk, because you're going to get busy and things are going to get missed. And then you're not going to log them in properly because you're on the road. So it's best to have them call our front desk. The front desk will make an appointment with the seller and say, well, Johnny Smith is going to be showing between 2 and 3 today. Will that be okay? And then the seller will say yes. And the office logs in all of their license number, their company, and they have Johnny Smith's number and everything, his telephone number. So after the property's shown, you can call Johnny Smith and say, you know, Johnny, how did you make out showing the property? Well, my clients love it. They're going to make an offer, or they're still showing. It was on their top 2. And then you can call the seller and give them that feedback. Because imagine yourself being a seller, and you're sitting there, the property gets shown, you never hear from your realtor. The property gets shown, you never hear from your realtor. You know, it's kind of what they hire us for. Give them that feedback. Let them know that, you know, they loved it. Let them know that, you know what, they said that it smelled like a dog. That was their feedback. So maybe the next time that we have it, use some bleach on the floors, something with maybe that has a really good scent, and put some candles out. You know, I mean, as hard as some of this news is, being a professional, you need to deliver it, and they're going to respect you more for saying it. And you can, you know, you say that a lot of people that with pets don't realize when they go into their own house, but others do realize. And a lot of people don't like pets, so we want to make sure that the dogs have gone for a walk. We want to make sure that there's some candles on or some fresh scent. You know, so just make sure that you're giving them the best customer service. Another thing with customer service is keeping them informed on what's going on with their transaction. At least a weekly call. If you're selling the house, at least a weekly call. Have Tuesday be your call or whatever. I don't care if it's Tuesday, but one day a week. Say it's Tuesday. You call everybody that you're in a transaction for. You call all of your people that you have listed. Get into good habits from the beginning. I don't know how many times I go to houses that don't sell and they've never heard from their agent at all. Most of the time because they're embarrassed, the agent, because they've listed it too high and they're afraid to tell the seller. But you have nothing, and it's worse to have an upset client. So, you know, you have to really deliver the best service possible. People most of the time aren't mad about things like that. They're just mad that you just kind of left them and into a contract and they're stuck. So like I said before, if you're that kind of person that you just don't want to call them, then give them the listing back. Don't tie them up. Or better yet, call somebody in the office. Call me and I'll have someone else work with you. And even if the listing isn't selling and you can't budge the seller, take a partner on the deal. Call one of my top agents that will be able to negotiate with the seller, get it down in price, and get it sold, and take 50%. Because if it's 50% of a commission is better than 0 and a bad name. So at least they'll have a good feeling about you. And if, you know, for some reason you don't get along with the seller, it happens to all of us. Not everybody agrees with everybody. Not everybody feels comfortable with everybody. So if it's a situation and the customer service isn't there and you're not feeling it, see me and I can hook you up with someone, or we'll work together, or whatever it is. But don't leave people out hanging, or if you have someone that's really rude and irate with you, see me on it. Let's get you out of there. Get you out with a referral, because you're not going to get anything, because people will take the house off the market to spite you. And it will happen because they're so mad that they'd rather not move and change their plans than have you get a commission because your service was that bad. So try to never get to that point. You're never going to please everybody, and realize, hey, some people, and sometimes things just may go wrong no matter what. I mean, you might have somebody that calls and complains, and it just seems like every time you try to do anything, say that you go to get the pictures, you get all the pictures done, and you hit something on your camera and the pictures get deleted. I mean, things happen that are crazy, and it could happen, and it's just part of our life and things, and it just seems like if you have one of those clients, those things will happen again and again and again, and it just can never be resolved. So if you have a situation like that, see me. Like I said, we want everyone to be happy and try to keep people happy. And sometimes a simple change will just get that back on the road. Well, again, thank you for watching these videos. I hope they're helping you become a really top agent. And we'll be going on to the next one. Thank you.